Never in doubt, Gary?
Oh my God, Jake. My dog has never heard such expletives in all his life as he has today.
We
The
have
animal was
just...
looking at me as if I was mad because I was so angry in that first 90 minutes. So angry. I couldn't believe how bad we were.
We have just come back from Agborough, actually, where it is finished after extra time. Kidderminster Harriers 1, West Ham United 2. This is the game breakdown where we will discuss, and there's plenty of it to discuss, West Ham United's performance at Agborough, as we have somehow, some way got past Kidderminster, and I feel bad for Kidderminster. Is that normal? You know, I didn't celebrate the first goal or the second goal. I just couldn't bring myself to do it.
No. Where do you start, Jake? Where do you start? I mean, I think there's a few players today need to take a long, hard look at themselves. A really long, hard look at themselves. Lack of effort, lack of energy, lack of skill, lack of desire. They're just completely walking around, most of them. It wasn't for Declan and Fornals and Bowen. There are three people, I think, that can come out of the game with their heads held high. The rest of them were rubbish. Some were more rubbish than others.
Indeed. With the best team lost. I do agree. The best team lost, and I'm not going to sit here and say, you know, we deserve to win. There is no way on planet Earth we deserve to win that football match. We have nicked it, and we have nicked it, Man United, good and proper style, haven't we, Gary?
We have. I mean, I just couldn't see the scoring, and then Declan just took the ball forward. Fornals put him in nicely, and he took it beautifully, to be fair to him. He sidestepped that Preston guy who was immense at the back, and then just hammered it into the corner. And then right at the end, again, it was just... what do you say? I was resigned to penalty.
I thought, you know, that it was going to end up going to penalties. I thought my heart rate cannot take penalties. No way on earth. But the lineup. Now you were with me with the lineup reaction 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago. Are there any players from that starting lineup that can go off that pitch with their head held high, Gary?
Bowen.
Yeah, really?
Yep. I think Bowen did all right. I think he lacked service, but he worked hard. And he showed some effort and some energy. But he wasn't his best, but at least he tried.
What did you make of Ben Rama today?
Ben Rama, to be fair to him, tried to go forward, but he just lacked quality at times. You know, but at least he was positive. I think that was good. I mean, Yarmolenko should have been on the pitch. I didn't know he was on the pitch for about 15 minutes in the second half. I honestly thought he'd been taken off until I heard the commentator say his name. I thought, is he still playing? He was shameful how bad he was.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the game, I mean, the first 5 minutes we were okay. I thought we came out of the blocks quite quickly, and then from the 5th minute till, I'd argue, the 119th, we were appalling.
We were absolutely shocking, really, really shocking. So, I mean, where do you start, Jake? I mean, the free kick Diop gave away in the 18th minute for their goal. The guy's confidence he's been completely shot to pieces. I mean, it's a tackle that I used to make when I was playing in those days. It was basically, oh God, the guy's going to get past me, I better stop him, just brought him down. And then, to be fair to Diop, he won the header, and Ariola came out for the ball, got absolutely nowhere near it. And the right back put it away nicely. So, but honestly, they deserved it. They should have scored a couple more, to be honest. If we'd have gone in 2-0 down, it would have been more of a fair result. We didn't even look like scoring in the first half. There was no energy, no passion, no going forward. So many sideways passes, Jake. I don't know. It was really annoying me. Nobody was taking any responsibility or accountability. But Ben Rama was trying to have a go, to be fair. We missed Lanzini, we missed Antonio. There's no invention there. You know, Crowell and Noble's famously passing sideways. And corners. When do we start taking short corners? Yeah. When? I've been going all season. I haven't seen any. Today, every corner short. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah. It's bang on. David Moyes, I put it on Twitter at halftime. David Moyes had to be bold at halftime and make the subs. Fair play to him. He did. He took off. Oh, I forgot, Diop and Crow, who were absolutely pathetic today. Absolutely pathetic, both of them. I mean, Crow couldn't string two passes together. Diop, I mean, I thought it was strange Diop started, and who would have thought it, that I'm going to say this now, Craig Dawson added a calming mentality to that back four, because it damn needed it, I thought.
I fully agree with you, Jake. Diop was absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. His confidence has gone to pieces. Now, I mean, looking at Zuma in the 113th minute, I really hope that's not serious, because literally, if we've got to do it Diop for the rest of the season, I can't see us winning the game with that guy at the back. He's gone. His head's gone. I personally would put Elise or Baptiste in or something, because I don't want to move Declan back, but Diop's just gone, and I really hope Zuma's not injured. Crowd, as you say, looked like a little boy lost. He just didn't know what was going on. The play was going on all around him. He was behind the play all the time. He didn't win any second balls. He was really poor. But at halftime, he could have taken off any of them, really. Any of them. They all. Johnson had probably his worst game in a West Ham shirt. Ben Johnson, he was terrible. Fredericks was anonymous. He was hiding. Even Zuma was making mistakes. Ariola was poor. Noble was poor. I think, like I said earlier, Ben Rama tried. And only when Declan came on at half-time, he showed some energy. He got the ball and moved forward. We should be positive and aim to try to attack, but we weren't at all. No one was passing sideways and backwards. Just so frustrating watching. So frustrating.
Yeah, never in doubt, indeed. Yeah, I'm going to do similar thing to what you just did, Gary. Just walk through the team and give my thoughts on performances. Ariola worried me today. He made a couple of good saves, but I thought him and Diop were at fault for the first goal. And about 3 or 4 times, Ariola came out and either completely missed it or dropped it, and David Moyes won't like to see that. Left-hand side, that's proven to me that Ben Johnson can't play left back, and that was against Kidderminster today. And I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Centre backs, Diop, awful. Zuma, a little bit dodgy today. Right back, Fredericks, as you said, anonymous. Crow, awful. Noble, the game passed him by. It's not his fault, but he just couldn't get to it. Who else? Vlasic, he was anonymous today. Ben Rama did all right. At least he showed that bit to just push us up a little bit more. Who else? Yarmolenko, that dive was absolutely pathetic. Yep. I was embarrassed with that dive. That's absolutely embarrassing. Dion Dublin said it. He said, and I'm going to say this. He should be banned for that for 3 games in a minimum, because that's just match fixing. And I'm a West Ham fan. Who else was there? I'm missing a player. Bowen. That's it. Bowen. Definitely not his best game. Probably one of his not as effective games, but he didn't have the service, and he's not a striker, and he can't win a header. That's not his fault that he can't win a header, because he's not that type of player. West Ham, fair play. West Ham admins just put on Twitter, brilliantly played. Kidderminster players and fans are a credit to the club. Thanks for having us, and good luck for the rest of the season. Absolutely. I do feel the element of, like, that's just not fair, but football's not fair, and I'm not gonna complain to that sense about it.
No, football's not fair, Jake. You're right. You're not a fair game. So I thought Kidderminster, as they said many times on the TV, and they were spot on. If you didn't watch the game and knew who's the Premier League team, you would think the team in red was the Premier League team, without any shadow. It wasn't even close. They were by far the better team. I haven't looked at the stats for shots, but it felt like they had more shots than we did. We just lacked any cutting edge and any passion. I mean, the times that I remember, I think about the 70th minute, I made a note on my notes that Declan had the ball and he looked up and he couldn't see anyone moving, so he just passed it sideways, and you see him drop his head thinking, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
There was no movement for him at all, standing around. I'm just so upset about it all.
So many occasions in the game when we were just, whoever it was in midfield was picking up the ball, or whether it was a throw-in or whatever, and every single West Ham player was just isolated and just stood still, like, well, somebody else can do it, like it's an effort. I mean, it looks like when Diop turns, it looks like he's turning the Titanic. It's just, it's just so frustrating. And when Zuma went down, I thought, oh, that's his season done. We've got Diop and Dawson to deal with for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why didn't we buy Coletta Car? But he came back on, managed to manage his injury for about 5 minutes because we'd ran out of substitutions. But hopefully nothing too bad comes from that, because, do we need Zuma as much as he wasn't at his best today.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know if we've got any mental health coaches at the club, but we need to look. Issa Diop needs some confidence built back into him. The guy, his confidence has gone to pieces. I mean, he gave away a free kick after the goal. He made a challenge and gave away another free kick, which he got away with. You know, his passing was poor. He just passed it sideways. If he's got it, he's gone. His confidence is gone. He needs to be sat down, and someone needs to build him up, because I think there is a footballer in there. He's got everything to go. But at the moment, he just doesn't. He looks like he wants to be anywhere else but on the pitch at the moment, and that's a sad sign to me. I feel sorry for him. It's a long time since I felt sorry for anyone, but today I felt sorry for him.
Oh yeah, me as well. Plenty of people putting their player ratings up on Twitter and different websites. I'm just having a look at a few of them. Ariola 4, Johnson 5, Zuma 5, Diop 3. I mean, I think that's generous giving Diop a 3, don't you?
Today, yeah. I feel so sorry for him. I think he's gone. He just needs to have a break. So he needs to sit down, show him his good performances in his first season again, and get him back to that level.
Yeah, definitely. Josh, hope you were very, very lucky there, Jay. You don't need to tell me that, Josh. We were incredibly lucky, and I sat back even when that second goal went in, and I'm like, that should not have happened. And that's just not right. And I've never said that before in football. Such a funny game of football.
You said earlier, Jake, you're right. I didn't celebrate when the second one went in. I just thought I felt so sorry for Kidderminster. They deserve penalties. You know,
yeah.
It looked a bit offside to me. I thought Souček was offside, but there you
go. Yeah. But anything you'd like to say about Kidderminster?
I think they deserve all the credit in the world. I think they were absolutely. They're very well organised. They knew their roles very well. They were set up. They know that if they set up well, we haven't got anyone to break them down, and that was highlighted again today. They just sat back, especially when they went 1-0 up. I thought they were very, very good. They were brave going forward. They were committed. They were organised. I think they're a credit to themselves, and I think that the best team lost. That's someone said earlier. It's spot on. The best team lost. So fair play to them.
Yeah. But as much as if we do carry guilt going into the next round, we are in somewhere. We are in the 5th round of the FA Cup. The draw is at 11:30 tomorrow, so we will be live on the channel with a watch-along live stream for that. Any teams that you prefer? I mean, after today, you're like, I just
no. After today, anybody give us Manchester City away. At least we can go out with pride.
Manchester City away, Man City away. But yeah, in the end, we managed to get the job done. Now, I mean, that's what we all said on the build-up show. You were with Anton. We just all said, let's get the job done. We didn't get the job done in the way we expected to get it done, but it's now done. But I've got this feeling of no in my body.
I agree. But Jake, you called it. You said 2-1. You knew it was going to be 2-1. You didn't mention the after extra time bit, but that was a very good shout from your side.
To be honest with you, until I mentioned it when you came on before I went live, I completely forgot about it. Completely forgot. I went 2-1, and I think Anton went 2-1. Really, only 2-1? Yeah, see, it's all in there. It's all in there.
All up there.
No, it's not. Our prediction. Our prediction's a prediction. It could be anything. But any final thoughts as we head into round 5?
Just an overwhelming feeling of relief, Jake. Overwhelming feeling of relief. I could see myself thinking, "Oh my God, we've lost to Kidderminster," until Declan scored. And after that, I thought, well, we got penalties, and somehow we managed to pull it through. I mean, I haven't seen any interviews yet, but wow, how lucky were we today? We were unlucky when we went to Manchester United. Today we got that back and some.
And some, definitely, yeah. That is bang on. But I mean, just to mention for Declan Rice's finish, that was superb into the roof of the net in the corner, wasn't it?
Oh, brilliant! Absolutely superb goal. When he picked the ball up, he moved it forward to the left. Before now, Pablo made a beautiful pass back. To be fair to him, he sidestepped Preston and that right foot finish. Wow, what a finish! Smacking the roof of the net. No keeper in the world would have saved that. I mean, that's how reliant we are on the guy now. You know, he is class, head and shoulders above the rest of the team. Head and shoulders.
even though we're through to round 5, do you think that has damaged Declan Rice's future at West Ham?
And hasn't done any good, Jake. Hasn't done any good. If I was him, I'd be thinking, well, look, this
what
is
the hell have I got myself in for here?
And we had, as we discussed last week, Jake, we had a chance in the transfer window. We didn't take it. So somebody needs to sit Declan down and explain what we're going to do in the summer to strengthen the team, to give him a chance to give him the Champions League football he deserves and needs. Because at the moment, we're miles away from it.
Oh, we are, definitely. Final thoughts, Gary, before we go. We are through to the next round, as I said, somehow, some way, as West Ham United. What's the right word? West Ham United something round Kidderminster to the next round.
Lucked our way through.
That's it. We'll use that. Yeah.
Yeah, we lucked. It was just very, very fortunate. And I think the Kidderminster manager must have run over 6 black cats on the way to the ground today because he got so unlucky. He must be very, very disappointed, the poor guy.
Yeah, and very sorry, Kidderminster fans, if any of you are watching this. I mean, we got some luck and some today. Very, very disappointing for all of you, I am sure. But that's football. We win some, we lose some, and today we've won, and I don't know how. But we'll leave it there. This has been the game breakdown for Kidderminster Harriers 1, West Ham United 2 after extra time. 120 minutes of diabolical football played by West Ham and us in to that big hat of 5th round teams, as our bull will be picked out tomorrow to see who we will face in the next round. Now we turn our attention back to the Premier League before maybe we play in the FA Cup, or we turn our attention to the Europa League draw later on this month. So plenty of stuff coming up for West Ham, plenty of stuff here on West Ham Unofficial. Thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out our channel sponsors SRM, Carver and Son by clicking the link in the description down below. Gary, thank you very much for coming on.
No worries. The history books will show 2-1 to West Ham. Come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons. And we will catch you very, very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.